Yippee-ki-yay, y'all! So this is the start of a new episode, but in the same session, so all this is still post-commentary. You'll probably know when it's back to live commentary when I start the game again, a new session. I'll probably be talking. That's if the audio gets recorded, which I have to bear in mind. Anyway, here I thought, you know what, we're fighting dragons that breathe fire, so maybe having a lot of fire isn't that worthwhile, especially Firestorm, which is slow as balls to use. And I was considering what to use. I don't particularly like my dark attacks anymore. Dark Orb is it's just too weak compared to Great Soul Arrow, I think, for my liking. And to have, and I'd figure I need like 2 Dark Orbs just to make it worthwhile, and that means like 5 slots are taken up already. And I'm just, I just don't know about that. I mean, Dark Fog I can take, yeah. Dark Fog is fine. Dark Fog is awesome. But the others, I don't really think I need them. And you know, the other thing with Dark Fog is that I don't think how much damage you do is based on your dark stat, so that's not that big a deal to me either. Whoa, I remember seeing that guy when I was playing, and I was wondering that white ghost just now, whether he like, when I'm sure the guy exploded, the enemy exploded on him, and I was thinking, did he actually fall off the bridge? That would have been so sad, been so awesome to see. So I don't know, man, if whoever's out there is watching this, if that was you, that would have been so awesome. Tell us how that story ended, man. Did you fall off the bridge? Is the explosion that strong that you fall off the bridge? And I was here wondering, okay, we have that item down that we saw from the last episode. How do we get there? And my conclusion was that you probably have to use the zip line, because there was like a zip line there. You probably have to use the zip line to get to it. Now I wanted to be careful here because there's one of those exploding chain guys here, but we got a good distance on him, and he doesn't really move forward to try and attack you until you kind of come into proper full view. The other thing about post-commentary as a negative, but that's more for me rather than for you guys, is that, oh, I forgot this dude was here. I almost got caught up by that. The other negative, I think, with doing a post-commentary is that this shit is long. You know, I'm uploading videos at around half an hour. So to sit here and I'll probably do like 2 at a time. So that's long, and that's not even including all the editing I do. I'm not sure if this was a smart idea, especially when I get my ass handed to me straight from the beginning. So I thought, okay, let's not fight him that close. Dragon Aerie blast, run like mad. You can hear those crystal lizards. And then try to get him from proper distance. Now I've saved my great heavy soul arrows, so hopefully that will mean I can do good damage if I don't miss. Yeah, you just stay there. You just stay there. You just take it, man. I have no idea why. Sort of the camera changed for some reason. Whoa, and I get hit twice again. I figure I just take another one just in case I get hit by that fire breath. Let's try this again. We only have, I think only like 1 or 2 hits we need. Oh, it was just 1. So as you can see, it's not that hard to kill these guys. Not really. It's just the fact that I used up my soul arrows, which part of that was me breaking these eggs, really. So let's see, we have a path here, but let's go collect all these items, and there must be like a couple of crystal lizards. Now I said in the last episode I killed the crystal lizard and I didn't get his items, and so now we don't have his items. They're not on the field, you know, just waiting there to be collected. They're just nowhere. So we missed that, and that sucks, and he doesn't reappear. kind of like the crystal lizard that we lost in the Seldora, the one that fell into the quicksand like a dumbass. Apologies if I move around or you hear more background noise when I'm doing post commentary, because for some reason the audio is louder. For some reason it's the same microphone and all that, although it is a different recording device. It's not my it's the editing software recording it rather than the video capture card software, so that might be why the audio is more louder. So I have to get used to that, and apologize if the if it's different from the first 60 or so episodes that were all okay, I think, in terms of audio. More crystal lizards and another dragon. This is such a perfect spot for a plunging attack. But we can just snipe him from up here, so. Or this, I was just worried if his fire breath would hit me somehow, so. But it doesn't, so unless he like jumps up, I should be fine. Reminiscent of the Asylum Demon, really. Except he's not doing anything. He did! He did, y'all! Okay, now how to get down. Okay, so there is a route to get down, you just have to fall on these rocks and whatnot. Oh, and there's a crystal lizard, damn! Hurry up, go down, guy, go down. Get it! Oh, we just missed him at the last moment. Which kind of annoyed me, so let's try to get this one straight away and not even try to get close to it. So weak. I am absolutely happy that hit dead on. Soul of a great hero. Try pyromancy. I wonder if I never really tried pyromancy. Ring of Evil Eye +1. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I already have one of those. I was kind of surprised you could get 2 +1 rings. And I actually go into my inventory here just to check that out, whether I actually have 2 of those Ring of Evil Eyes, because like I said, that's really weird to get the same ring but to have the +1 of the same ring. Or maybe it isn't, maybe that's just me. So we have a path here. It seems like it's going to. That's where we were. That's where I think we need to go. That's where we were as well, down there. But that bridge over there to the right is where I think we need to go. So I think that looks like the main path. So let's try out this section here, and like I said in the last episode, it looks like we're wearing yoga pants, and it looks like my character's ass is bigger because of the pants. Treasure ahead, but dead end. Okay, so if that's the case, we probably won't do it now. Just want to get through the area, maybe find a shortcut, and then we might do this if it's easy enough. Although, yeah, the dragons might return, so there's that as well, I guess. So yeah, this is just back up. So basically the same thing, just 2 different paths to really, which is kind of cool. I'd say kind of cool, but you know, they're very short and small areas. So. Okay, and we have a zip line here. It looks like it's back to the bonfire, so. And I wasn't too sure whether this was worthwhile. You can see that item just like over in the distance that we saw earlier, I think. One of those items that we could just fall down onto, but was out of our reach in that particular point in time. So I'm just trying to look for what else we can do here, because there's another zip line over here, and that looks like the main bridge that we would have seen in the previews of the game. Now this zip line looks like it's coming back this way because the end is higher up. So that got me to thinking that means that you can come this way a quick zip line straight here, going over all, you know, bypassing the whole route that I've just taken. So maybe we should go this zip line and see how that works or something like that. At the minimum, it will allow us to just come back here straight away, even if there's no shortcut to the bonfire. We can just come back here easily. It should be that way. Okay, and so this is where we end up. So that's the bridge behind the bonfire. We can go down here, but I know we can't come back up because it didn't look that way from when we were on the other side. So let's just head up here. Let's see how this works. And what would you know? What would you know? There was a ladder here. Now the message and the bloodstain confused me. I was like, what happened here? Is this like a fake ladder or something? I was wondering if it like stopped midway and then you fall down or something. But no, it's a proper ladder. It goes all the way down and it goes straight to the bonfire. And I was like, sweet, we opened up the shortcut. Now we can go get the items that are hidden. Well, not hidden, but that are down on ledges and whatnot that you have to. I guess that's why you have the feather that Emerald gave you. Although I still don't see how it's more useful than Homeward Bone. I'm not sure about that. I mean, Homeward Bone seems good enough, and you can get an infinite supply, I think, from Melfia or Malencia. I forget her name. Well, either way, we have it, so we might as well use it. Need to find it first. And we appear straight at the bonfire. Now, we can do a few things really, since we have the bonfire shortcut open. Well, I rested there because I don't think you replenish your health nor your soul arrow spells, so that's why I rested back there, just to get all that up again. I think I'm going to try and get down on this. Oh no. You see, this is what happens when you do a post commentary. You forget what you've done. So basically taking that zipline basically showed me that I could get oh yeah, I wanted to check this to see if the dragons return. So the dragons don't return, so that's cool. And there are also those items we saw earlier, just a few. Oh yeah, the other thing here was that there was that crystal lizard. That's what I was hearing in the background, so I thought, okay, so now we can get that crystal lizard I missed out on earlier as well. We can get crystal lizards that we've already killed but failed to get their items. I don't think you can. I don't think they don't respawn. And the dragons, they stay dead, so that's cool. Which pretty much makes this area really, really barren. Except for the one or two surprises that await you at some point. Now I think this guy died from like the Dragonfire's breath in the previous episode, or when I previously went through this area, which is why he surprised me and I didn't realize he was there. Oh, we just got him. I think, yeah. Titanite slab, son. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So yeah, just collecting these items. I don't particularly care about whatever damage that's supposed to do. Doesn't really do much. And then you just have to like rest at the bonfire anyway to repair your stuff anyway, so not that big a deal. Now, the other thing I wanted to do quickly in this area was go back to that first dragon we saw. Since they don't respawn, should mean I should have a clear path and kill a couple of crystal lizards that I let get away the first time I came through this area. Again, you can hear them in the background. There you go. And it might have been a section I skipped out in the last episode, and there's another one there, which kind of surprised me. I thought I killed this one. I thought it was actually just a body, you know, like still there, but no, he came back, which is weird. So I'm not too sure how that works. But yeah, I was gonna say in the last episode when I was in Aldia's Keep, you might remember that I skipped basically straight to the Dragon Aerie when I started here because I didn't do anything really. I didn't really achieve anything, didn't see anything. I just came up here to check if that crystal lizard that was up here returned as well, but he didn't, so I must have just missed the crystal lizard somehow. The third one that I killed just now. But anyway, in the Aldia's Keep there was a crystal lizard, a red crystal lizard, in the outside area where the petrified ogre is, somewhere around there. I did find him, I killed him, and he doesn't drop anything, so I don't know, that kind of sucked. I assumed he would drop something, but no, he didn't. I just wanted to point that out because I think I skipped that. So I'm resting here just to replenish my souls and whatnot. And then we're going to go up here, and I think I'm going to try and jump down onto the item in between the bridges. And it doesn't really seem like, it's not that, I mean, I can easily get my bloodstain, I think, should I survive, so that's not that big a deal. Just have to time it. Oh, that was bad timing. I really fell quite a far way down, man. If you imagine we had to climb up to Dragon Lake Castle in the first place. And then in Dragon Lake Castle we climb up to, no, actually we go down to the Shrine of Amana, don't we? And then we go oh, that was close. Oh, and we had to roll as well, which is cool, but we got it. And we made it, that's cool. I'm happy. Yeah, I just wanted to place a message here because I don't know if that was just me and good lucky timing whatnot, but you know, at least we made it. I was trying to see if there was hurrah for bravery, and I wasn't even sure it would be there, but yeah, we do have it. Cool. Then I wanted to break these eggs and I thought, whoa, that was close. Because my bloodstain would have likely been up here, you know, with 20,000 souls. And that could have easily gone wrong. So let's use a feather and head back to the bonfire and then continue our journey. What was the point I was making just now? I don't exactly remember now. I want to read this feather's description again just to see if there was anything I missed out on, anything extra that I, you know, if it does anything else aside from what it does, which is transport you back to the last bonfire. Maybe if it transported you back to Majula, that would have been something. But to just transport you back to the last bonfire you rested at, you know, the same as a homeward bone, it kind of feels not that interesting. Here I'm just changing items or spell items because I was thinking there might be a boss fight somewhere soon. Because we just opened the shortcut, so. And here I was actually, it's something that I was wondering, I think I've probably said it before, whether the white phantoms you see actually see you as well as a white phantom. And so for instance in that section just now, maybe that guy was just looking and what I was doing, and then seeing how I suddenly sort of climbed up a ladder. Well, he wouldn't have seen what I climbed up. I would have just been weirdly climbing up like emptiness if he didn't have the ladder either. So that'd be like another way of knowing things that happen. You know, like then he might be thinking, oh shit, he's climbing up something. You know, maybe there's something there, and he maybe just look up, and then we'll see a hole, and then maybe see the part of the ladder that's not kicked down yet, and that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Now, actually, I wanted to point out here the fact that we saw this area in the previews of the game, and I thought that kind of sucks because we saw this area, we saw part of the Alias Keep in previews of the game, and I was like, these are end game areas. Why are you showing this? None of this is a surprise to anyone who's been even slightly following the game. Like, I didn't follow it much, but like the first things of the game that we saw this, and people were saying that, oh, maybe this is Ariamis or something like that, which would have been really cool. I think it would have been a better story or plot than what we actually have in the game right now. I don't particularly care about the plot or lore in the game in Dark Souls 2. I think it just cheapens Dark Souls 2 and also cheapens Dark Souls 1. And maybe I'll get into that a bit later, but right now I wanted to point out that I hate the idea that developers do that. They show off areas, make it look at this cool area, and then it's the final boss area. Not final boss, but I mean like an end game area. Are you serious? That sucks. I mean, seeing these dragons, it surprised no one that we have these dragons or whatever these things are, drakes or wyverns or whatnot. It surprises no one, and that's not interesting to me. That like you killed part of the story. And I remember having sort of a similar complaint in Far Cry 3 where I said that everything you see in Far Cry 3 with regards to Vaas, everything that he says and every sort of like appearance he makes, you saw all of them in previews of the game beforehand. Maybe one or two extra scenes that were new, and even then they were probably like in the middle. You saw a hell of a lot of Vaas in previews, and they didn't add much more on top of that. Again, cheapening the experience in my eyes. So stupid mechanic to do. Because Vaas is an awesome character. But yeah, I won't talk about too much about that. I think it's sad when developers do that. I think it's really, really frustrating as well as a player. But yeah, I just wanted to level up, use my souls before I continued on, basically. Which is why I'm skipping here back and forth. But hey, we got the feather, we might as well use it. I do like this sort of like view you get on the zipline. I think it's really cool. Now, I wasn't sure if we'd get attack on here. So this like camera angle, that's native to the game. The game changes its camera angle. That's not me controlling the camera angle, that's just the game doing it. And you can't really run. Like I'm trying to run at times, but you can't really. And as you see, nothing happens. And I thought to myself, you know what, there's probably a bonfire up here. Like in this section here. And what do you know? There is a bonfire. So this is the last bonfire in the game. Well, the last bonfire for us to touch, basically. And there you have it, the last area. So we're really, really near end game here, guys. I don't know whether that's I'm not gonna say it's a good or bad thing, but I don't know if it's surprising or not. Because this game, it may take me less time to complete this game than it took me to complete Demon's Souls. Now granted, I did a lot of random stuff in Demon's Souls as well. Well, I didn't do a lot of random stuff in Demon's Souls. And in Demon's Souls, I killed a lot of the enemies, like, in one or two tries. I have no idea how that hit me. I have no idea where it came from either. I was actually wondering if the dragons were shooting it. That lightning bolt. Here I was just kind of fed up with the shield locking in one. I just thought, screw it, I'll just kill you. through your shield. And again, you hear that lightning thing. I have no idea where it came from, but it does pathetic damage, so I didn't really care. But yeah, I might complete this game before, like, before the length of time it took me to complete Demon Souls. And like I said, in Demon Souls, I killed a lot of enemies, a lot of bosses in my first try. Which enemies did I kill? I killed the Tower Knight on my first try. I killed the Penetrator on my first try. I killed Flame Lurker on my first try. I killed all the bosses in World 3 on my first try. No, sorry, no, not Manitus. Manitus took me the longest to kill. Those took me 10 deaths. I died the most to those guys, the Manitus. And here actually we found the Staff of Wisdom, I think it was called. Yeah, and this is actually straight staff. So yeah, that's cool. We can finally actually get his staff without killing him, which is cool. Although I mean, I guess we could just still kill him. I do like the stats required. It's 50 in intelligence, of which I only have because of my rings and my headgear and whatnot. But it has an S ranking in magic, so that's very good. So it'll potentially be a very good staff depending how much you can level up, how much it gets when you level it up. The thing I like is that this staff is like purely sorcery, purely magic. And then you have the Sunset staff, which is, it can do both magic and dark, but it's way stronger in dark. And then you have like the staff I currently have, the Black Witch staff, which is in the middle of both of them, I think. So I mean, I'm probably, I don't know if I'm going to be using many dark spells, especially considering the fact that what dark spells I may use are like Dark Fog, which I guess isn't really affected by your dark stats, so probably doesn't even matter. So I might... Oh, I thought I edited this out. That was just me checking, because I thought the Sorcerer's dress looked different before. It looks like it's changed. I'm pretty sure it was different before. Like less revealing. There was a Sorcerer's Desert Top or something like that. But anyway, I just wanted to test out this in terms of power. Supposedly the crystal adds more power, but I don't know. I don't know if that's reflected in the magic stat. I'm trying to see where this lightning is coming from and I cannot locate it yet. So here we do 280, right? And this does 330, so about 50 points difference. So I mean, that's still significant. Granted, this is level 10 and that is level 0, so yeah. The wisdom one is level 0, but I was wondering if that crystal, it says the crystal adds damage, but you know, I don't know if it adds that much damage. Yeah, so we've got a couple of paths here we can choose from. Okay, that's annoying in the pushback really, but that's about it. It doesn't really do much damage. Okay, so this looks like the main path, so let's head up the other way. Anything here? Anything interesting? Oh, an enemy. Can I play with you? Cool. Aha, you can block me, can you? And I got launched in the air by this lightning bastard. I still have no idea who's doing it. I'm just taking a chance. Oh yeah, it's not a mimic. Cool. I can hear the lightning. I can hear it. I can hear it. Can we dodge it? Oh, we just dodged it in time. Well, we actually had quite a bit of time to spare, and it also showed me that it wasn't really homing, so that's good to know. I see. Okay, finally we see this dude up here, and finally we see the dude that's been shooting lightning at us. I don't know why I was too worried about it. That's pathetic damage. I lost more HP just falling down. I was wondering if you actually could get up to him through this path, but you couldn't. So, and like I said, this looks like a main path. So, plus if I just left him be, he'd keep on annoying me. So, I decided to take him out. And I just get close to him because I don't want him to hit me. I wasn't sure what he was doing here, if he was calling enemies or something. But we got him, and that will basically be the end for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and sorry if I go off on tangents here and there, but you know, I'm just trying to make conversation. Thanks for watching though.